Good Wednesday evening, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Justin Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about your weather for your Wednesday night going into your Thursday morning. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at the East Coast right now, we are pretty much precipitation free, except for if you're inside of places like New Hampshire or going down close to Miami off the coast. There is some precipitation in those two areas, but other than that, nothing to worry about for pretty much the entire East Coast and us as well. Look at this huge precipitation, just wall kind of like going through the central plain. This is actually the atmospheric river that hit Western California and took a toll on it, and then now it has moved to the central U.S. as it is now going through there producing rain, ice, and snow in those areas. Now, going on ahead and talking about our snow and our rain over here, we do have rain and snow pretty much throughout pretty much of all of the western United States as well. So that is that. Now, going on ahead and moving on to our cloud cover for tonight. Cloud cover for tonight, pretty much current conditions clear. No clouds are in sight for tonight. That rhymed. But as of right now, no clouds are expected. Now here's our current temperatures: 45 in Columbia, 42 in Florence, 46 in Myrtle Beach, 48 in Charleston, 47 in Augusta. Going down to our south: 42 in Savannah, 49 in Gainesville, 56 in Orlando, 48 in Tallahassee. Then to our west: 50 in Atlanta, 54 in Jackson, 56 in Baton Rouge, 58 in New Orleans. And then to our north: 43 in Charlotte, 42 in Fayetteville, 41 in Raleigh, and 49 in Knoxville. Now here's our minimum temperature for tonight. Minimum temperatures can be really cold tonight. If you're in Charleston, 39, I believe that is 39. Down there in or sorry, I say up there in Myrtle Beach around 37. Everyone else though, below freezing. The almost all of South Carolina will be below freezing except for if you're near the coast. Other than that, everyone is going to be above below freezing. And let's go ahead and take a look at your maximum temperatures for tomorrow. Maximum temperature is going to be pretty warm tomorrow for the Midlands and the Low Country, but the PD in the Upstate is still going to be relatively cool but warm at the same time. But the Low Country and the Midlands could potentially be warm to maybe even like a lot more warmer than we've seen. But again, here's the minimum temperatures for tonight if you want to see this. There it is. Here's the max wind gust. Max wind gust only around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Nothing to worry about there. No precipitation is expected for the next 24 hours, so skip that. I could show this. This goes out around 23 hours. But let's go ahead and show the entire United States. There we go. You can see that atmospheric river in the middle portion of the United States as we push this forward. There goes that low pressure in the central, and then you're going to see some storms start to pop up near the Chicago region as well, and then that pushes off and just produces some showers, and then we get some heavy rainfall up there in the UP, and then some heavy snowfall down there in Arizona and the Rockies. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Chicago, just west of Chicago, Madison, Aurora, Rockville, Ford, Elgin, and Davenport, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin are under a marginal risk of severe weather, meaning a 2% chance of tornadoes, a 5% chance of damaging winds, and a 5% chance of damaging hail. So, not too bad, but, something that they still have to watch for. And here's our day 2 excessive rainfall outlook. Only a marginal risk looks like for like the Phoenix area. And here's the GFS. This pretty much is going to show us what the future can look like. And as we push this forward, there goes that storm system trying to push into Chicago, bringing that severe weather. Then we have a kind of a bit of a huge rain blob trying to go through the Ohio Valley up into the northeast and down through Texas. And then that's going to come through. That's going to drop a lot of precipitation for us and cause a huge snowstorm. Maybe not the biggest of snowstorms, but definitely a pretty recognizable snowstorm for Pennsylvania, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire. I think that is a 987 millibar low pressure, and that might go all the way out to Boston as well. So from New York City all the way up into Maine, a snowstorm, and then we get taken up by a high pressure. That snow's gonna try and go back into New York, and then there goes that rain and that snow happening up again in Wisconsin. And then we have this huge storm system that's gonna try and push in, drop some more rain for us, and maybe even some severe weather. This is February the 18th, and we are looking at this for potential severe weather as well. And then this could again drop some very big snow totals and some very big ice totals as well up there in the Northeast. But I'm mainly focused on the severe weather that could potentially come with this. As you can see, on February the 18th at around 7 p.m. And then we have another atmospheric river or another just system moving in and hitting California hard too. And then potential for another severe weather event on February the 23rd. So we're have to watch for some severe weather with these storms. I will go ahead and talk about the temperature anomalies as well. As you can see, there goes, as we start off back, here we go, 0 hours, that we are mainly below average, but then once we get to tomorrow, you can see we will start to become way more above average. Here we are on February the 10th. Look at that warm air that will be currently over us. And then that finally pushes out around February 14th. We'll start to see some cooler air, and then some warmer air starts to take back around February the 18th when that severe weather is going to try and get through. And then another cool air blast. You see that cool air blast trying to push down south? Doesn't quite make it to us as we get hit by another severe weather potential, which brings more warm air, and then that cold air right there tries to come back, and it does. So that's gonna about do it for tonight's forecast. Freezing temperatures tonight, but a nice night overall, and probably another nice day tomorrow as well, and warmer tomorrow. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow with another forecast update.